Hello everybody and welcome back to the PCL D-League. My name is Alex Rocket, the coach of your Wisconsin Whimsicotts, and today I am bringing you guys my week 5 battle against Odds and his Memphis Bewears. I had to think about the name for a second there. Yeah, so I'm back from Florida. I am back from, all that fun stuff. Florida was a lot of fun, but even still I had to do a lot for, prepping for this team, drafting for other leagues, and just, making sure that everything goes well and dandy over here on the Discord side. But all was fun. Glad I wanted it because I needed it. If you remembered in my last 2 videos, I was really worn out and all over the place. And that was mostly due to the fact that I had to record those 2 battles like back to back basically. And also get a lot of things done ahead of time, not just for my leagues, but for school and whatnot, so I could actually go on this vacation. And we just, recently purchased a new house, so we're having to move stuff into there. Not like a new house that we're actually moving to, it's more of like a summer place up north. Yeah, even more. I live in Wisconsin, and there's parts of Wisconsin that are already like more north that people like to go to. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, I've been busy, but now I'm back. I feel a lot better. I can tell that I'm a lot more like energetic and whatnot. So, today is, again, like I said, my week 5 battle against Odds, where his team is Landorus I, Iron Black, Clefable, Metagross, Raikou, Decidueye, Mega Blastoise, Mienshao, Alolan Persian, Audino, and Xatu. So, my matchup here at first, I was kind of looking at it and I'm like, dang, I really don't have too solid of a matchup here. Metagross is a problem, Kieran Black and Landorus I also are just really good mons. Same thing with Raikou, all around just another really solid mon. So my matchup was kind of iffy here, but we made it work. So for the team builder here, we have Darkrai, which at this point, Darkrai is basically the mascot of my team. It has come every week so far, and I don't think there's any reason for him not to come unless like he just gets completely walled by a team. He had a questionable matchup here this week, having Metagross and Xatu on the same team, double Psychic. But we made it work. We got Nasty Plot, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Life Orb. Nothing too crazy, obviously. Psychic, Sludge Bomb just to hit the Clef. And Psychic, nothing except for Xatu and Metagross really wanted to get hit by a Psychic. Those were only 2 things that were really resisting it. Everything else was either getting hit at neutral or super effective. So we ran Psychic. Rotom Wash, again, coming this week. Another really like staple mod on my team. Levitate, its ability, obviously, because it has no other ability. Leftovers, Defog, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, max special defense, max HP, 4 speed, because why not? Nothing too insane here for the Rotom set. We got a Choice Scarf Nidoqueen because in the right hands this thing was outspeeding pretty much everything on its team with 212 speed and Choice Scarf, and I could be modest as well, which was actually kind of nice. Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Earth Power. Nothing too crazy. Most of your standard coverage moves are on the Nidoqueen here. And then Alolan Raichu, which was Fightinium Z Focus Blast. Which, that's not something you see too often, but, why not? I'm not actually, after week 3, I'm probably never going to click, like, Focus Blast again. Just because that just kind of, like, scarred me for life. But, Thunderbolt, Psyshock, and Knockoff, nothing, too insane here for the Alolan Raichu set. Buzzwole, we're running double Scarf this week with a Scarfed Buzzwole. Poison Jab, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Superpower, all the coverage moves it needs, all the speed it needs to outspeed Raikou, I'm pretty sure, so that it can just take it out with an Earthquake. And the Landorus as well. Ice Punch is obviously killing the Landorus if it outspeeds, which it does outspeed a 252 plus Landorus Therian. Or not Therian, Landorus I. And then finally Skarmory. In terms of EVs, pretty standard, but we got Iron Head, Brave Bird, Roost, and Toxic, so no Taunt and no Rocks this week. Didn't really think that rocks were like too important to my team. So yeah, we just ran with Toxic, Roost, Ironhead, Bravebird. Bravebird was just hitting a decent amount of his team. Same with Ironhead for the Clef, which Ironhead wasn't doing too much to the Clef, but it was still a stab. So, you know, why not? And Leftovers and Sturdy, obviously. So that's the team. My match, I didn't really feel too confident going into this game. Obviously, the past 2 weeks haven't been too great, but we're really looking to, you know, get a win here, and you know, make things work. Because a win would be nice. Because you know, it would get us, it would, you know, give me some momentum going forward for the rest of the season. Because I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if this is 10 or 12 weeks, but either way, we're already about halfway done with the season, and I really need to start picking up some wins here. So I'm gonna go get the battle loaded up, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so here we are with the battle, and as you can see, he brought Raikou, Kieran Black, Landorus, Mian Shao, Audino, and Xatu. So nothing really too out of the ordinary. Surprised Metagross didn't come, but you know, it's whatever. I pretty much predicted the first 4 Mons on his team. Audino and Xatu were sort of toss-ups. Audino is a really good Wish Passer, so I was also sort of suspecting that to come, but at the same time, I didn't really think that it would come as well because, you know, the Buzzwole, but, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, let's just head right into the battle, and if it would load. So, going into this battle took place a little bit later than expected because, you know, obviously I had to get back home and whatnot, and we had to do this battle a bit late, but that is okay. We got the battle done nonetheless. Heroes odds, he leads Raikou. Oh, and before I start, I realized that I brought the wrong team at first. So like we were loading up, and I have, you know, my battle boxes right, and I have my PCL battle box, and I had my last week's team still in there. I hadn't like transferred over the Mons in battle box, and I didn't realize that I hadn't done that until like the team preview thing showed up, where like you select your 6 Mons. So I was like, oh shoot, okay, so you're gonna see me lead Darkrai here because that's what I led when I was like saying, hey, I brought the wrong team, you gotta restart. He said, cool, that's fine, just leave the same on, that's okay. The game just auto-picked Darkrai for me, which is fine. So you're gonna see me lead Darkrai, and he's gonna lead Raikou. Not the lead that I really wanted to start off with, but you know, it's fine nonetheless. So we're staring at a Raikou here, and I didn't really want to get this Darkrai damaged off right off the bat, so we just go straight into Nidoqueen. You know, just a good check for Raikou. He goes for the Thunderbolt. Obviously, it does nothing. He's going to withdraw, and I expect him to withdraw, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to see what he would go into on this thing, so I just click Earth Power anyways. He goes into Audino, and we see that Earth Power does around like 35 to 40%, so that's a decent amount. Thinking that it's probably just, you know, defensive in the first place, not special defensive. So we go into Buzzwole. He's going to click Wish. Really want to threaten this thing out as much as I can. So he needs to switch out and go into the Xatu here, which I just clicked Superpower anyways because, sure, Superpower wasn't doing too much to this thing, but I just really wanted to get a feel of what he was going to do and what he wanted to do. So he's going to go Xatu. I probably could have predicted that, but, you know, it's whatever. He gets the Wish off. We're chilling here. Obviously, I'm locked into Superpower, so I can't stay in because of the Choice Scarf, so I have to switch out, and I go straight into Darkrai, making the bold plays here. He goes for Giga Drain, which does a decent amount, not too much, which is nice. So he's going to withdraw, and I predicted him to switch out, so I just went ahead and went for a Nasty Plot here, which we are now at +2. And +2 Darkrai just about sweeps this whole entire team, as you'll see in a second here. So I go for Psychic, and it's obviously going to take out the Mian Shao. Even if he was Assault Vested, +2 Darkrai is just insane. Plus the Psychic as well as super effective damage. We're going to lose a bit to Life Orb, but that's nothing we can't handle. He goes into Raikou, which I'm like, okay, Dark Pulse just kills this thing anyways at +2. So I go ahead and I click Dark Pulse, and you're gonna see this thing go down here. And I didn't really like, well, the crit too, the crit helped, but I was still killing anyways. I really wasn't thinking of getting off a Nasty Plot too much when I was prepping, but then right as I clicked it in the game, I was like, oh wow, I was running calcs as he was like, thinking about his plays. I'm like, let's do Darkrai. Just kind of sweeps this whole team here. So I'm like, okay, so he's gonna go out into the Kieran Black, and I'm like, that's fine. Dark Pulse is doing 100, is killing this thing, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse. I mean to click Dark Pulse here, but I click Psychic, and let me show you. So if I can find it, here it is, right here. My stylus got lost, right? So I had to use this thing, right? This is a pen. And when you're playing on the DS, right, the stylus, it's got a pointy tip, so you don't like, misclick as often. But with this is like a rounded edge, right? So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, Dark Pulse, obviously. So I go for Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse and Psychic are right next to each other, and I misclick by a millimeter, and this like tip or something accidentally hits Psychic. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I click Psychic. It still does a lot, obviously. It gets him down to about like 20%. And I'm like, are you serious right now? So he's going to go for the Z move, which at first I wasn't looking because I was super upset. But he used Z Hail, which is fine. It boosts the speed, so I don't outspeed. But I'm like, I don't really want to sack anything. Or I don't really want to like switch out into anything and take anything from this Kieran Black, because I can just go out into different mons. I'm like, okay, we're going to lose our Darkrai here, which isn't really the end of the world, but still super upset because that would have been a 6-0 sweep for Darkrai. I swear. Dark Pulse just killed his entire team, that or Psychic. I'm like, okay, so this is going to be not as easy as I thought, but we're still looking pretty good here. We're up 5-4, and obviously the Kieran Black does not want to stay in on the superpower from the Buzzwole. I just clicked superpower again anyways. Again, I probably should have suspected him to go into Xatu. Probably could have clicked Ice Punch there and just gotten the kill right off the bat. But it's whatever, it's not that big a deal, because I have other options with the Xatu as well, which I switch out into here and go out into the Raichu, which again with Thunderbolt just kind of kills this thing. He goes for the Heat Wave, which I thought was interesting tech, and he gets the burn off, which isn't like the end of the world because it's burn on a Raichu. Doesn't really affect me that much. So I just go straight for the Thunderbolt here, I'm pretty sure. Thinking that, he's probably going to switch out, but again, I just kind of want to see what he'll switch into. And we do get the para on the Audino, which super helpful. Didn't really expect me to get the para there, but that does definitely help this entire match. So I switch out, I go into Buzzwole. There I probably, oh no, actually I wasn't really sure of what set he was at that point. I just really could not figure it out for the life of me. I was kind of flustered. So I could have clicked the Z Focus Blast there, but it wasn't killing, so I just thought, okay, it's not worth it, just go into Buzzwole. And so I go into Buzzwole, and he obviously switches out, and I actually finally predict a switch out here, as he goes into, I'm thinking he's either going to go into Xatu or Lander's Eye. He goes into Lander's Eye, and I click the Ice Punch, and this thing is going to go down easy peasy. It's not taking an Ice Punch from this thing. So we are now up 5-3. Very good shape right now. We got the Kieran Black at about 20%. We're at +1 right now. Unfortunately, we're locked into Ice Punch, and he probably knows that, so he goes straight into Audino, and I can't really do anything. So I just go back into Lone Raichu, sack this thing off, or not sack this thing off, maybe just click Z Focus Blast, which isn't going to do too much. He gets the full para, which is nice. That allows me to just freely click Z Focus Blast and get a solid amount off on him. So yeah, this match, we're looking pretty good right now. I'm feeling pretty good about this match while I'm playing it as well. Little upsetting that I misclicked the Psychic there. I thought that was going to cost me the game because I was like just going to be flustered from then on out, and he just kind of eats this Z Focus Blast, which is fine. Not that big a deal. As he goes for the Fire Blast on the Audino, which also is pretty nice, not going to lie. And it does not kill me, brings me down about 7% though. He's going to use Protect just to let Burn kill me. I click Focus Blast, like, please just hit. Like, come on. But he clicks Protect anyway, so it doesn't matter. And my Raichu is going to go down. So we are now up 4-3. still looking pretty good. We got checks to basically his whole team that's left. Kieran Black is really low. Lander's Eye is down. The Audino is going to switch out. I'm pretty sure I click Ice Punch here, thinking that he's going to go into Zatu. And he made a decent switch here out into Kieran Black. Because he probably knew, okay, at this point he probably knows that I'm going to go into Zatu. But he just sacks this thing off anyways. He locks me again into Ice Punch so he can freely go into Audino, which has Regenerator, which is annoying. And now I'm locked into Ice Punch. But I am at +1, but it doesn't really matter too much because I'm not killing this thing. And now that I know he has Fire Blast, I really don't want to stay on this thing. So I go Skarmory here. Not really sure what his move was there because he got full parried again. And I just go for Brave Bird, not really fearing too much the Fire Blast. For whatever reason, I didn't really fear it. I kind of forgot when I switched into him, even though I switched out of him to not take the Fire Blast into a mon that doesn't like taking Fire Blast. Not really sure what I was thinking. I just clicked Brave Bird. I didn't really want to go into Nidoqueen. I'm not really sure why. So I remember then that I'm like, oh, he has Fire Blast. Maybe I shouldn't stand on this. So I go into Nidoqueen, which he then clicks Fire Blast. Now I either can click what's it called? Sludge Wave or the Ice Beam. I believe I click Ice Beam here. I really could not remember for the life of me. So yeah, I make the prediction. He goes into Zatu. He just sacks this thing off. So yeah, we basically won this game at this point. So really good game for me. I felt that I was just basically dominating the whole time. I click Ice Beam again just to see like what he'll do, because I really don't want to take a Fire Blast again, because then Nidoqueen goes down, or not Nidoqueen, Buzzwole goes down, and you know, we're left with, I'm pretty sure at this point, especially defensive Audino just taking Sludge Waves for days. He gets the Wish off, something at this point, okay, probably not going to go for Fire Blast, probably realized that he loses at this point, so I'm just going to go into Buzzwole and make sure I secure that, because I'm locked into Ice Beam, obviously, because of Choice Scarf. He goes for Wish again, so yeah, and we're just allowed to click Superpower here for free, and this thing is gonna go down. So we take the 4-0 win against the Memphis Bewears. Great game to odds. This was a huge win for me because now we're not like positive yet in we're positive in differential, but we're not positive in record. We're now 2-3 and +2, I believe. 2-3 and +2. 2-3 plus something like that. So we're starting to go back on the upswing, making a comeback here. Hopefully, we can keep this momentum going. In next week's battle, where we faced the DB's Dittos and his DB's Dittos. So yeah, really good win for me this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this week. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and I hope to see you guys next week. Peace out.